Alright guys, welcome to a little lunch break stream. Out of the line, pretty unusual time for me to stream. And so at these kind of spontaneous little streams that I sometimes do, I do other stuff than I used to do. Usually I mainly stream U-Boat, now and then a little bit of DayZ, and this time here this extra stream again contains my favorite offline game, which is Bannerlord. So we are just one completely unknown warlord amongst something like, I don't know, maybe there are something like 80 warlords in the different cultures here all over the map. We are part of the Vlandian culture, and yeah, you see at the moment, luckily, well, however you see it, there is no war. Vlandia is at peace with all the other countries, obviously, and or all the other cultures or tribes. And yeah, I don't want to do too much of an introduction. You could talk about that game for an hour, but yeah, I would just introduce you to my gameplay. So I have started some new character here a while ago and started streaming, but yeah, I am streaming this one only just now and then, but I saw that there were a few people interested in the stream, and so I decided to maybe have it a bit more frequently. So we are here. Let's look at our, we have cities, we have villages, and we have castles. And yeah, so each of these is owned by one of the kingdoms that are there. And yeah, at the moment we are just a unbound warlord. So at the moment we did not swear allegiance to anybody. So my goal would be that we, in this stream, we get a mercenary contract with the Vlandians and maybe even become a follower of the Vlandian king. Let's see. We have a little warband of 65 people. You see, I can, at the moment, my level of stewardship allows me to have maximum of 68, and the more you progress in the game, the larger the warband can be that you actually command. And we have 32 swordsmen, 15 archers, and 18 cavalry, and well, no mounted archers at the moment. And this is the band, this is us, Josh. Then we have one companion, which is Torgut, and another one, which is Dranga. And I put her down here in the rank because she's commanding the foot soldiers at the moment. I think we can look at that when we go for the next battle. And here I have sorted it a bit. So here is the archers. And yeah, tier 5. There are very few types of archers which can even be upgraded to tier 6. So this tier 5 is already pretty good. And here you see tier 4, 3, 2, 1, the different symbols. And with each battle, these guys gain experience, and the lower tier troops might get upgraded. So here we have 2 of these guys, 3 of these, and we already have 6 Vlandian sharpshooters. So our archer troop is not bad. Looking at the foot soldiers, also here we already have 8 tier 5 Vlandian sergeants, and then down to 1 Vlandian recruit, 8 Vlandian footmen, and they hopefully can level up sooner or later. And about the riders here, we see we have 3 banner knights, which are tier 6, and then like that, and the lowest tier that we have at the moment is Tier 2, and I think to upgrade the Vlandian Squire to the Vlandian Gallant, if I remember right, we need a war horse. So we can take a look at our inventory, and we see that we actually have one. No, this is not. This is a war mount. So we have 5 war mounts plus 3, 8 war mounts. Which we, so it's pretty expensive to, you don't need a warhorse for each level. So it's usually in one kind of type of troops. You need at one point in time a horse to level it up. So when I have leveled up the Vlandian Squire to the Vlandian Gallant using a horse, then the rest comes for free in terms of horses. In terms of money, you always have to pay to upgrade troops. So now I was already getting deep into the theory of the game. So let's right now see that we just have a little combat training by engaging a few looters. So we see the looters are going with the speed of 1.8. We are going with the speed of 2.2, and you see the speed changing. That depends on the terrain. So we are much slower in woodland and much faster on plains and things like that. Prepare to fight. Okay, I could directly take them prisoner because they give up, but I want to do the fight. No mercy, because I want to have my crew to get the training. Okay, it's a bit of twilight, I would say, and here we see Drangar is the captain of the foot soldiers. And Torgut is with us here as horse archer, actually. Is he? Yeah. So let's get ready. First thing is
make a shield wall.
let the infantry make a shield wall, which protects the guys pretty well against projectiles. Maybe for now I would like to
Hold arrows.
have the archers hold fire. I want to have
Horse archers on my flank.
that companion to follow me. Oh, there he is. So maybe now it's a good opportunity to get some experience for me and my companion. Hey, Yip Yap. Good morning. Yeah, for me it's good afternoon. It's 1:45 around here. Nice to have you in. So I guess you're preparing to go. Oh, I did miss that. Not very good at the moment. That was a hit. Let's go for the other guys. Yeah, wow. The javelin is a ferocious weapon. If you are in a full ride, full speed, going after them, it does tremendous damage. Here my companion needs a bit of training with the bow. Yes, that was a hit. And he killed him. And he gains 1 skill level with bows. Here we are. Yeah, that was easy. It's just a bit of training and upgrading. So Thorgood got an upgrade. With the bows, Dranga actually got an upgrade. So she killed that one with the javelin, obviously. And here we are. For ourselves, we get 2 in riding, +1 in javelin throwing, and +1 in polearms. That's quite alright. Just to see what combat is about. And so, what I do? We just got a few prisoners and we get some loot, but this is pretty low tier loot. So what did I say? I want to get back to... we can help these guys there. If we are there in time, we could make friends by helping them. Maybe we are going to be a bit late. Here you see after a battle, your troop is in disorder. Ah shit, we are just not in time. After a battle, your troop is in disorder and you can only move very slow. And that takes a little while, has a certain cooldown. And there we go. Let's go for Sargot. It's a large town of the Vlandians, and maybe we find somebody there who would contract us as a mercenary for the Vlandians, which would result in earning a bit more money when we kill bandits, and as well as particularly when we kill enemies of the Vlandian Empire. Let's briefly check. We can upgrade Josh. So this means whenever this overall experience bar comes to full 100%, we can level up. And every 3 times we can also level this attribute points up. So right now we can distribute one of these focus points. So we are throwing the javelin. This is actually our learning rate, and that should stay up. And yeah, this green bar here kind of indicates as long as the green bar is visible, we have good learning rate. And when our level actually reaches the learning limit, then we should think about addressing more focus points to that skill. Pole arms is alright. Yeah, maybe we would like to invest some focus points here. Smithing is alright. Riding might also want to have some focus points. And now what about the other party roles? Stewardship is always good, but it's alright. Trade is alright, charm is alright, scouting. So all these skills look quite okay. So at the moment it's throwing or riding, which I would like to level up a bit. So let's go for riding is already at 3. Yeah, maybe let's upgrade our throwing skills for now. Or, well, the question is whether sooner or later I would like to switch to the bows. Come on, let's level up the riding skill. And as soon as we find a decent bow or can afford it, we will switch to being a horse archer, which is, I think, on the long run more efficient than throwing the javelin. Okay, Dranga can also level up. So let's check what is she doing. Okay, she's the foot soldier. She's commanding my foot troops in the field, so she's having javelins, a sword, and an axe. So let's see what makes sense to give her. Additional level, she's good in one-handed. Yeah, throwing might make sense, or running. And she's my surgeon, but I already maxed out the surgeon skill. So as she is being applied as a foot soldier, I would give her this additional boost in the learning rate of athletics. And level 16, so we can spend 1 attribute point. And now this is the question. I mean, she's my doctor, so it would be alright to add a skill level here for medicine. So this overall, if I add this intelligence skill level, we get some buff in all of these 3 in terms of learning rate, but vigor is pretty low, so I am still considering maybe leveling up vigor to 3, so that whenever she fights with the sword, she might get some more experience from that. Yeah, I think let's do it like that for now. Yeah, I would like to get these mountain bandits. They are a little bit harder enemies, so they would give us a bit better loot. They are moving with 4 and I'm moving with 4.1 or something, so I'm just slightly faster. Some might consider this chase as a waste of time, but however, let's see if we can catch up with them. Oh, look at that, how far this brings us away. But here we are, 12 mountain bandits, 1 of them is cavalry, the rest is infantry. Let's fight them. So here we are, right on the shores of that river, so this would be the nice position to put my archers and put the infantry right in front and the cavalry to flank.
Cavalry,
So the cavalry can right away charge that guy. The infantry
form a wall.
is from shield wall.
Horsemen,
Okay, some of the archers are already going ahead. I don't want them to attack the guy.
cavalry, move. Horsemen, move. Hold arrows.
Okay, archers hold arrows for now. Let them first come closer. And I want to give the infantry a chance to attack and gain experience. There they are, soldiers, foot soldiers.
Give them hell.
Charge. And let's open fire. And at the same time, let the cavalry charge.
Charge.
Yeah, that's it. Well done, guys. But not too much of a challenge. 3 of my guys can level up. 1 slow swordsman, crossbowman, and a gallop. Very nice. Yeah, we get some prisoners. And here we can let this guy level up. You see that costs me just 25 bucks. This one here, so I'm in total at 125, and the blending gallant to a knight. Is it? Yeah. So here we are. So these 3 upgrades cost me 175, which is alright if you consider that I am owning something like 17,000 bucks and some relatively low tier loot. So now that we went all the way down, we could just the same, pay a visit to Ortizia these... Ah, come on. Don't want to loom around here for too long. So what we could do now, we could actually hire... This is what this sign means. We could hire 1 Sea Raider and 1 Looter, but I wouldn't do that because they are not very good. They are not easily to be leveled up. And it drops discipline if you hire gangsters, robbers, looters. So we would just go for the Tavern District and let somebody pay some ransom for these prisoners. Well, I think this is maybe just an euphemism for we sell them into slavehood. And we get a skill point in roguery when we do that. I could recruit troops, but I'm fine at the moment. And we can do some trade. So here you can choose which kind of items you want to trade. And let's see. Yeah, you should always care that you have the variety of all different available food, because this keeps morale up and lets your steward keep leveling up his stewardship skill. Grain is fine, fish is fine, but let's see if something drops. If we have olives, let's get some olives. And let's get some date fruits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it's 9 different foods, and so this is all. Costs a bit of money. We could briefly check. A scarf. If there is anything in the loot that might be better. This scarf has only 3, but yeah, maybe 3, 3, 1, 1, 1. So this one is better. Armor 822. Yeah, no improvement actually. And what about the shoes? 6. It's just fine. So all of the loot would be no improvement to our current equipment. Let's wait here for a little while until daylight and see if there is a tournament going on. No, it isn't. Hey, come on, there is this group of 18 looters. So let's hunt them down. They're moving for 2.7, speed of 2.7 in the woods, and I am definitely much faster. So we should easily gain on them. Yeah, it's just 18 foot soldiers. Yeah, the bandits, the troops, they always just stupidly assault.
Form a shield wall!
When you fight against other warlords, they don't. If they are smaller in numbers, they usually retreat to an advantage position and force you to do the initiative.
Archers! Hold fire! After me!
Okay, let's go forward and collect some experience.
Stay close!
So this is by far too far to hit somebody with the javelin. Just kind of trying. I wonder where my companion is.
Infantry charge! Arctic fire at will!
There they go. Okay, are there more? Somebody's fleeing. So, 4 soldiers are maybe upgraded. Wonder gets 2 in running, and I got 2 in javelin, horse riding, and sword fighting. Landian footman. Yeah, so very nice. 4 soldiers. Let's do the swordman upgrade, and one of them is maxed out to Landian sergeant. Nice, 10 sergeants. That's a pretty able troop. And again, low tire loot, but better than nothing. So let's go for Charas for now. Yeah. Let's see if we can hunt them down en passant. Here you see, regularly we get some leveling up in stewardship. This is because our team is relatively happy due to different food. And we also get some leveling up experience in scouting, because, well, we are the scout of the team at the moment, and so we are scouting all the time, so we are continuously accumulating a bit of experience with respect to that. Oh, I hate it when it's that dark on an attack. Okay, so now it's the case that we actually attack this one, but this troop of enemies is so close that it is joining. So the looters are easy, but the sea raiders, they are pretty hard because they have a big shield and you can't easily shoot them down with bows. And they have very dangerous javelins which could strike you down if they hit you. So still, let's use that opportunity for some training. Ah, nice, the weather is much better than I thought.
Everyone follow me! Ha-ha! We show them!
Now let's find a good position to... So this seems to be a nice place to put my archers.
Archers! Move!
And to protect them. Foot soldiers right in front.
Cavalry!
And the cavalry down there to flank.
Make a shield wall!
Shield wall. The cavalry shall also do shield
Form a
wall.
shield wall!
Protect them from these ugly
Horse archers! Follow
these
me!
ugly javelins that the guys are actually doing.
Cavalry! Move!
time attack, the riders to flank them and footmen on a straight ahead attack. Okay, I got him with the javelin. And they are much tougher. The Sea Raiders are pretty tough. Runga will embark on the skill point, and one enemy is now 50, which means that she's gonna get one perk to distribute. A lot of experience, 6 guys are gonna level up. And yes, nice. And nice experience for Dranga. And for me as well. And obviously the AI decided that I did a very good arrangement of different troops to attack at the same time, so it gives me an additional point on tactics. Upgrade, upgrade, upgrade. Yeah, nice. And even a knight is being upgraded to a Vlandian champion. So finally he would be a Vlandian Bannerlord. Yeah, also still relatively low tier loot, but a bit better. Because yeah, the enemies were definitely more dangerous. There is a hideout. This is probably where all these guys come from. What you could do is you could actually attack the hideout and destroy it, but at the moment I'm quite happy that these hideouts spawn enemies so that I can train myself on them. Let's go for these Sea Raiders, 22 of them. That's tough, but if we succeed we get quite some experience for the guys and some decent loot. What do we have here? Okay, it's Mrs. Willowbark in one-handed, so now I can choose this one or that one. Swift strike, increased speed. Yeah, she's a good steward, so it might later in the game be that I will make her governor, so I should also heed the governor perk. Plus 1 daily militia, or plus 0.5 daily security. Ah, come on, let's do this one. And carry on, chasing down this band of 22 Sea Raiders. Yeah, if we get close to these other guys, they might still join. No, they don't, they were too far away. So, 22 Sea Raiders, that's something to, yeah.
Follow me!
I'm a bit hesitant, maybe they are too close already. Maybe my foot soldiers wouldn't reach this position here in time.
Attack, move! Attack, move! Cavalry up, not follow me!
So let's circle walk or circle ride them.
Form of cavalry! Makers infantry!
Now I let the infantry attack. And the riders attack just as well. Oh shit. Looks like we lost 2 riders, 3 riders. Not good. We've lost a few guys. C-rated just by riding it down. Oh, I think that were a few casualties. Okay, luckily 3 of them only got injured, but 2 dead. 1 blinding gallon rider and 1 blinding squire, so lowest level and second level. Riders. It could have been worse. Some experience, okay. And some upgrades. Maybe sooner or later I should recruit a few more riders and a few more archers. Let's see. Ah, come on. Now let's not forget our main objective. We want to get a mercenary contract. Okay. Let's pay that money to bribe the guards to get to the keep and talk to this noble Arthemund.
Yours is not a face I know. What is your name, stranger?
My name is Josh, so something to discuss. I would like to enter the service of King Durthard. So I could not pledge allegiance yet. I don't have enough, well, respect of these guys, but I could become a mercenary. Okay, okay, kingdom is not at war, Josh. We have no use for mercenaries. Okay. So this is the cynic reality that there are always people who profit from war. District ransom the prisoners, gives us an additional skill point in roguery. Troops, no. But trade, let's check. Fish, grain, grapes, olives, meat. What about butter? Okay, they don't have butter here in that town. They have cheese, no. Beer. Let's get a bit of beer. And what about the date fruits? Yeah, always welcome because they are relatively rare around here. Yeah, let's see if we can do some smithery. Okay, so the smithing stamina is relatively far down, but well, before doing that, let's check what the smithing aptitude is. So for Josh, it's Great Lane learning rate. Thorgood has a very low learning rate, and Dranga a bit better, but also relatively low. Nevertheless, let them do some smithing. smelting these weapons and get the raw material back. Here we are, and now wait some time to regain our smithing stamina. Yeah, we're not in a hurry. At the moment, see, now we had to pay 550 bucks to maintain our troop. Party expenses. Yeah, garrison, we don't have a garrison yet. So the details won't reveal much more. Yeah, we still need to spend a few more hours waiting. And we gain 1 steward skill point and are at 100, which means we can get a new perk. Efficient campaigner. As a party leader, which we are, we get 1 extra food for each food taken during village raids. Well, usually I don't do village raids. Quartermaster, minus 25% troop wages. While we are part of an army, which we are not yet, but later in the game probably will be. Minus 25% companion wages and recruitment fee, that's good. And in the role of a quartermaster, discarded armors are donated to troops for increased experience. This is very important, and I use that a lot. So that means in the future, if I am fine with money, I wouldn't sell my booty, but distribute it amongst my soldiers, which would then increase their experience. That's the game mechanics behind it. Very good. By the way, our money is actually going down, so we need to earn some money with smithing sooner or later. Here we are. Well, let's give it a save for now. The game is pretty stable, but in very rare occasions it crashes when you enter the smithing screen or crashes when you enter the arena screen. But that's pretty rare. Still, this is why I do some safety saves now and then. Now here we are. What can I forge? So now it's tricky. Of course, I would like to give experience to Josh, and he will gain the most experience now smithing weapons, but the best outcome will be Dranga, because she's got the most experience, but she would not gain much additional experience because she is already pretty low in this green bar learning rate. So the learning rate of Dranga would only start to go up again if I would invest some perk points on her smithing skill, which I haven't yet. So let's see, maybe forge one good two-handed sword. Let's do an average two-handed sword. Let it be done by Josh. Yeah, he gained a skill point in smithing and is now at 25, which means he can level up, and he actually did a balanced two-handed sword, so that was a very good success. This will give us a bit of money to sell. And here you see smithing. This actually costs us 6 wrought iron and 1 crude iron. But now let's go for the trading and see. So we earn 1,000 bucks selling that guy. Nice. And he's gaining 1 perk, so let him be an efficient charcoal maker, which means that we need less wood to create Charcoal, that's pretty important because you need loads of charcoal for smithing. Yeah, so let him do one more. Fingers crossed that he's just the same successful. This is always a bit of a matter of luck, what the quality of the outcome is. So this is just an average crafted two-handed sword, which is also good. It could be much worse. We will probably see soon. So like this is a dull crafted sword. And this is even a rusty, so this is even worse. But still we get constant upgrades. A lot of even if you just create a rusty crafted two-handed sword, it would still give us some decent experience. And now Dranga, let her do one sword. Okay, now let's see, maybe we could even let her do a level 2 sword. And we have iron, so we can do it. Yeah, here we see that creating this sword is a little bit over her smithing ability, but it should be alright. Let's see. Okay, it's only rusty. Let her do another one. It is, yeah, craft, which is alright. One more, and this is even a balanced one, which would give us even more money. That's good. She gained a smithing point, and we could still craft 2 of them. But for that, we would have to craft some more charcoal. Okay, this one is rusty again, and this one is balanced again. Very good. Yeah, nice. So this should earn us a bit of money. Let's look at it. Yeah, see, so almost 2,000 bucks we get for this, Let's sell all these swords, which finally gives us something like 8,300 pieces of gold. Very good. That pays our wages for a little while. Nothing going on in the arena. Yeah, let's carry on and let's travel to Sargon. Let's hope that soon a war is gonna start so that we can do a mercenary contract. Yeah, we could get to that village. The exclamation mark, that means that there is some mission to be done. Train troops, no, I won't do that if I can avoid it. But what about the horses? Maybe I would like to buy another war horse if it's, yeah, but 1,000 bucks, that's a bit expensive. And I still have I still have a few war horses. No need. Let's carry on. By the way, I hope that the loadout of the sound of my voice sound towards the sound of the game is okay. Never quite sure about that. And here we are. So you see, just by passing by, we increase our relation with, who was it? Garvey the Smith. So it pays to visit all these towns, travel around, show your face. So successively the relation to these important guys of the cities and villages increase. Nice. You can take part in an arena fight. Join the tournament. So in this case it's an all-out, all in one, but in 4 groups. None of our companions is part of the tournament. And we are the blue guys with 3 others. Oh shit. So there they come. Good. That was pretty tough. But now they're both firing away. Okay, we got that one. So it's 1 against 1. That was a headshot. He's out of ammo, so he actually did pick up ammo that's lying around. I love that mechanics. Lets the enemies feel pretty alive and real. Yeah. Maybe I would like to help the 2 guys in this fighting. I'll retreat and let them do the rest. These crossbow launches. And they don't stand a chance. And the next round.
Come on! I'll tear your limbs!
Yeah, he's gonna kill them. No chance against this bloody weapon. And here we are. Really tough. It's the landing champion, so this guy is good. And fast, probably. Yeah, the point is you must be fast enough so that you can kind of interrupt his attack and hit him before he can actually raise his shield. World Chopper. Okay, that's the weapon that we get as a reward. And 3 points of renown. Yeah, this game is really a game that you have to play for weeks and months because progress is relatively slow but very consistent. One of these games with high immersion level, but you need quite some long-term commitment to play it. wait. It's one-handed. Let's see. I have Dranga. She's commanding my infantry and she has this battle axe. Let's see. So the swing speed is considerably slower, but the reach is much higher and much more damage. So I think I'm going to change it. So if she wants to be fast, she has to switch to the sword. And if she wants to do powerful blows, she has to switch to the battle axe. That's kind of a nice loadout. And for range, she still has these 4 javelins. Here we are. Okay, we are still. We can. I completely forgot that. We can hire 2 more companions. So let's go for the tavern. Yeah, I don't like to hire disarmored guys. Yeah, what about our food? Grain, fish, olives, grapes, meat. Let's get some meat. Butter, beer, some cheese. They don't have cheese, and let's get some date fruit. So sooner or later we need to pick up some cheese. So just a brief check whether some of these armors might be an improvement. I think this one is actually. He doesn't even have a helmet, so get this one. Yeah. Battlefoot armor. Just the same, no improvement. Yeah, alright. So now we can do this. We have now this ability that we can drop armor, which we don't need. So I always keep a few armors left in case I might pick up a new companion so that I can give him some decent stuff right away without buying it. So leaving all the other stuff behind, and here we see that our troops now will get 1300 experience. So that means now it's not just dropped into the countryside but distributed among the soldiers, giving them experience. That's the concept. And now going back here. Okay, that was a relatively poor effect, just being able to level up 1 guy. But it wasn't much, it was pretty low tier equipment. Yeah, so I'm still looking for companions. So let's do a little traveling around and see if we find some good companions somewhere. Checking the villages for horses, maybe. Imperial Viglia, yeah, he could be upgraded to a horse, but no. By the way, let's check its... Okay, let's take them. 1, 2, 3. And 1 ordinary trooper. So these guys, when they level up, they're gonna become a horseman, and yeah, then we are in this branch here for the Elite Cataphracts. If we level them consistently up, Imperial Recruit, here him, and maybe 1 or 2 more archers sooner or later. Yeah, now my troop is quite costly. It's $500 per day. Nice. So here we get the riders right away. Very good. Let's do it like that. Alright, so next should be a few archers to be picked up. So to recruit archers, it would be good to go for the Battanian Empire, the Battanian Kingdom, because they have very able special archers, bow archers, which can be leveled up to tier 6 actually. Keep to the arena, recruit troops, and trade. They have cheese. Alright, now beer. And come on, now that we are here, let's get something of everything. And yeah, no one to hire, no companion to hire in the tavern. Now let's go for Lagita, however you would pronounce it. Let's go for these deserters. They're moving into the correct direction to intercept them. So the deserters usually are relatively tough guys, but they bring good experience to kill them and good loot. Or say okayish loot. The best loot you get when you are fighting dangerous other warlords. So seats 11 infantry, 1 ranged and 3 cavalry. Yeah, not too bad.
Everyone, follow me! Cavalry, form a shield wall!
Yeah, the riders are probably going ahead. So let's our riders intercept their riders.
Charge!
And let's find a nice position for
Archer, forward! Infantry, forward!
there.
Raise your shields! Footmen! Attack!
So one of my guys was injured, only injured and not killed. Okay, we got quite a bit of experience, obviously. Let's and for Dranka and Ronnie and Surfeit. Very good, and 6 units are gonna level up. No casualties, just one guy wounded. Okay, the crossbowman can level up. Blandian spearman level up to swordman. Swordman level up to sergeant, and equiter to imperial heavy horseman. Okay, that cost me 1 horse, but no war horse, obviously, or is it? Yeah, we can't tell. I think it's a war horse that we need. The squire and the knight leveling up to champion. So now we have 18 horses, 36 foot soldiers, and 15 archers. That's a good loadout. Maybe I would like to have a few more archers and just a few more cavalry, and that's fine. But we are almost full. 69 guys in the troop out of maximum 60 that we can do. Alright guys, sorry there was a little interruption, but back again. Let me just briefly check my figures. And let's first finish this one here. Yeah, see, we get some better loot. And we get 1 skill point in leadership, very good. And let's go travel on for Logita. Okay, alright, so yeah, guys, so that was just a little lunch break stream. So I'm gonna be back online tonight, my usual late night stream. Looking forward to have you then. And yeah, beautiful that you joined company with me in this little out of the row, out of the line Bannerlord stream. See you guys.